Hey, John Mack. Thanks for coming in. So, since we got people starting to come in, I'm ready to talk. So, let's talk about what's going on and why I'm doing a live stream. Number one, don't care for football. So, sorry, guys. If you guys are watching the football game, I do apologize, but seeing the Patriots win is not something I want to do. So, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. Rams is a great team. I'd love to see them win, but I don't think they have a chance. So that's why I'm on doing this. And hopefully, you guys feel the same. Great. But anyways, what did I want to talk about? Well, I came on here just to talk to you guys about what's going on with the channel, and that the channel is kind of in a hiatus mode all of a sudden. And why is that? Well, I started doing those 50 prints, and I ran into a little bit of a problem. When I was doing my repairs on my CR10, so that it would print and I could do one of the prints to help with the show, because the CR10, the Ender can only do so many prints and then that's it. You can't do any more prints with it because of its build plate side. It happens. Well, no, I'm not going on hiatus. I'm just stopping the series right now that I'm working on. So what's going on? Well, the printer that's a CR10 has had nothing but giving me issues. And I finally fixed all the problems. And then it has to happen. The one side of the printer, which holds the fan, one of the blower fans, and one of the sensors, I whacked it by accident. I was doing some cleaning around the bed, getting it ready so I can finish the final prep, make sure the sensor's working great, everything's leveling, and just let it go. And bang, my side of the watch hits a little bit of the edge, and I hear a crack. I looked at it and went, oh, no. And all I thought I did is I popped off a section of the fan that fits over the for the blower, so it blows down. So I just went, okay, adjusted it, put it back on, tighten out the screw, and everything was good. And then I go turn it on, and pop, and this time it went right across the layer line. So great. I'm like, fine, I'll just have to print a new one, make it a little bit stronger. What did 3D Medic Vince win, by the way? Now you got me curious, John. What did he win? Tell me. Or we'll let just the 3D Medic Vince tell me what he won. Oh, he won a Waltership. Cool. Congratulations there, Mr. Winner. Not sure. Lost Super Bowl squares. 1K giveaway. Oh, that's not too bad. So, yeah, but, say what? Oh, we'll probably get a video or something out of him sooner or later, and we'll know exactly what happened. But anyways, congratulations anyways there, 3D Make Events. So, what's been going on at this end? Well, like I said, I've been working on the printer. Wanted to get the CR10 up and running so that we can get this one print done. But when I whacked that system, now I got the Ender going again with, some PETG. And then what happens? Now the Ender 3 won't print out the PETG. I'm having nothing but stringing issues. And I can't seem to get supports to stay. I've tried. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some heavy-duty glue stick. And hopefully it stays down on the bed. And what's happening is every time it prints, even though I turned off all the cooling, it's still like where it's forming this, because I turned on tree supports. Now I'm going to try this without tree supports now. That's key word here. The reason I went with tree supports is it does a better job of giving me support, and also it's easier to clean up after it's done. But what's happening is it is the section of it starting to lift off the plate, and then it all gets pulled, and then it becomes one big giant glob on my nozzle. Luckily, it hasn't creeped up into the cooling area. Oh, excuse me. If it does that, then my printer's screwed, and then I'm going to have to buy a whole new nozzle kit. And who knows how long that'll take to get here. I don't want to see that happen. But brim with tree supports? I was thinking I'm going to have to go with a brim with tree supports. I was actually thinking of that, John. Thank you for mentioning that. I think that's going to be the next best move. But yeah, no, my pet G is not being nice with me. And I even adjusted it. Like, yeah, I'm thinking of a raft with well, it still needs supports though. So I'm going to have to do tree supports again. So maybe I'll just do a raft then and see if that works. But it's just like I'm just going, ugh. Because here, let me see if I can pull up the Cura screen for you. See what I'm printing out here. Okay, yeah, it's on my second screen. Let me go. Can I shrink my screen and show you guys what I'm seeing? Will you let me do that? Yes, you will. Okay, guys. Move me over to the other side here. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to move this closer to this side so you guys can see it clearer. Hey, Ms. Glow, thanks for coming on. So, let's zoom in on this object a little bit more. There we go. So, as you guys can see here, that's the part I'm printing right now. It's the second blower. So, the holes for the ABL. As you can see, that support is pretty clean. Jake for State Farm knows about this piece really well because I told him which one broke and he kind of went, oh no. So he kind of knows what I was talking about when I said it broke. So if you look at this a little bit more closely, you can see here that I have to use tree supports to support in here, here, and here. Because if I don't put a support between somewhere in here, it won't print it and it just becomes a mess. No, I tried laying it down. It just won't lay down nice. I could do it like this, though. Let me see if I can throw it in such a way. Let me show you guys. If I wanted to move, rotate. There we go. Now, I could print it like this. Come on. Okay, snap rotation. Boom. I could print it like that. But then I would need support in here. Support would have to be put in here. And inside there, which I want this to stay clear. I don't want to be digging out support. The other option to do it was, let's see here. Come on. Work with me. Sometimes I could lay it flat, but if I snap rotation. And see here, still, supports would be inside of here. I don't know, John. I really tried messing around with this in Cura, and every time I looked at Cura's X-ray view with the supports on, it was just a mess everywhere. So it's trying not to have to dig out supports. Yeah, I looked at it that way too, John Mac. But what's going on is it's saying the supports would have to go inside. Even though I turned supports to tree supports, it would still be able to support inside the chamber. And it's just a hassle to pull it all out. So, but if I do it like this, grab that. Oops. Okay, it's now printed crooked hide. I'll fix that in a little bit. But this seems to be the best way to do it. Very little supports are required, and I printed it this way before with no problem, and it turned out perfectly good. So that's why I'm kind of sorry, just adjusting my screen here, guys. There we go. So if I was to try to print it any other way, it just goes all funny, fatal foo, and it's just not worth it. Lay flat. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. So. Oh, come on. Let me select my video camera. Oh. At times, this program is really stupid. You press on your video camera, it says, your video camera is not available right now. Bull. The video camera is always available. There we go. Minimize this. Yeah, because any way I rotated it and looked at the structure, it was not going to print properly. I had no other choice. So laying it so standing it up is the only way to really get that good print to print properly and not have freaking supports inside of it. Trust me, John, I tried everything I could think of. But I'm wondering if it's time for us to start looking at a different slicer. I mean, and that's why I want to do another episode on, is just covering slicers in general. Because I think a lot of us have all gone to Cura and not looked at the other ones out there. There is Slicer, which is doing an excellent job. I printed a few benchies just to see what I can do in Slicer. This has been the best benchy so far. As you can see, just very little stringing. I still got to figure out the stringing issue. But this thing is solid. The layer lining is superb. This is all done in the Prusa slicer. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to switch. Because even though I like Cura, I'm not happy with Cura 4. Number 4 has kind of turned me off of it. I don't like its setup. I don't like its screen design. I don't like anything it's doing now. And I kind of said this in an episode when they were talking about Slicer, sticking with Cura. And I said, no, I'm willing to change because I want to see what other slicers can do. And honestly, this, compared to a Cura slice, this was a much better slicing job. A lot more cleaner. Layer lines are more precise. That's why I'm wondering if I'm going to use... here, let me show you guys what the slicer looks like. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Minimize that for a second so I can see my screen. Okay. I'm going to bring up Slicer here. Okay, I notice my YouTube is saying 5, but I'm seeing 6 viewers. Who's right? Let's turn on view count again. Still saying 5. So whoever that 6 viewer is, thanks for watching. If you are watching and you have access to the chat, why don't you come in and say hi? Let us know you're watching. You don't have to chat a lot. Yeah, it just went back to 5, so that 6th person disappeared. Oh. Okay. So let's enlarge this, and I'm just going to shrink myself down again. Whoop. Ah. Too small. There I am. So here is Slicer, Prusa Edition. Let's throw something in there to slice. Why not the same object? I'm already slicing right now. Downloads. Let's see. Let's slice something really cool. So I'll slice that same piece I'm working on right now. Files. This is with the ABL version 1, I think it is. Yeah, there is on Slicer. I like the ability that I can actually scale this thing. Well, move it anywhere on the bed with ease. You got a lot of nice little options here. Slicer looks a little bit more archaic, and I get that. Because honestly, when I look at this program, it feels a little archaic. But I like that I can easily spin around the object, look at it clearly, see everything. There are a few things I wish this had. Which would be an option that I can see what type of supports I can put into this. But if we want to do this, let's go into print settings here. Set 3 and 3, top and bottom. We have walls. We have everything else that we can play around with. We have infill. I can check the infill of which one I want. So that's kind of nice. Little options here. I'm not going to play around with those. Those not need to be played around with. Skirts and brims. This is where you can put, like, if you want a skirt or a brim. Say I have my brim width set to 0. I can turn it to 2 or 3 if I want the brim. And then skirt height, I can change the skirt. A lot of nice little extra options in here. Support material. This is a great little thing if you need to build a raft. How much of a raft do you need? This allows you to, change any settings that you need to do. Speed settings. Multiple extruders if you have more than one. You get your advanced option, first layer at 200%. Perimeters, external perimeters, in infill. Like I said, I haven't played enough with this yet to learn it fully, completely, but this is what I want to go into. And I know that this is something that our friend, aka Techie Fiddler, really likes is Slicer. So I want to get into learning a little bit more Slicer in itself, because 1.75, you can set your diameter, you can set your extrusion multiplier, bed, adhesion, cooling, advanced, custom G-code. So if you have some G-code that you want to put in advance, you can do that. Hey, sorry I haven't said hi to you yet, man. I'm just going through everything here on Slicer, the Prusa edition, because this is what I'm going to be changing over to. I don't think I'll be sticking around with Kira much longer. I'm seeing better results in Slicer than I haven't seen in Kira in a little while. So, yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of an issue. I'm printing PETG and having nothing stay on the bed. So I never had this problem before. All of a sudden, it just kind of routed its ugly little head. I'm just putting a hiatus right now on the 50 prints. I got one video to do. That'll be in the can soon, and then I will start working on the rest of them and get them out. But while my printer is down, because I need to print this one piece, I can't really print anything else. And hey, Minnesota Maker, sorry I haven't said hi to you. I do apologize. Printer settings where you can set up your stuff. So, all in all, this has been making me go, maybe it is time to change. Preview. Let me re-large this again so you guys can see the preview. That's the preview of the bed. Layers. Like I said, I haven't played around with this much yet. All I've done is looked at models. I printed out one model just to see how the settings were. Like I said, it needs a little bit more work, but I'm starting to like Slicer the way things look on here and the way it lays it out. So, like I said, I may be moving over to Slicer. Why does it keep on going down to that window? So go back to video monitor. It's a stupid program. But, I'm looking at switching. So What are you guys using as slicers? Just out of curiosity. If you guys want to post that in the comments, I'd like to see what you guys are using. I know myself, I'm going to move away from Cura. I think Cura right now has gotten a little bit long in the tooth. I would not go Simplify 3D. Yeah, Simplify 3D is a no-no for me right now. Not with all, that you got to pay. If I was to buy it and then they come out with their, with 5, I'll buy it when maybe 4 comes out, maybe when 5 comes out. I may not though. I haven't played with Simplify 3D. I know a lot of people rave about it, but I don't know. If you guys are running Simplify 3D, I'd like to hear from you guys and just to find out why. And do you find it better or worse? Yep, I know you're an S3D fan. I know that, Vince. I know you like Slicer. That's good to see. Yeah, see, I stuck with Cura for such a long time because Cura was simple. Made slicing simple, and it just made sense to stick with it. But the more I've been playing with it and seeing half the headaches we had with it, maybe it's time to change. Yeah. So, I hope to get Daniel on here sometime soon. Maybe next week or something, like maybe next Sunday. And we'll just talk slicers. Want to keep the topic straight on slicing, straight on getting a setting that works with, PLA, PETG, anything that you want to slice on your printer and send it off to the printer. Make sure it's set up that that we get the best settings. And once we're done, I might put his, maybe we'll figure out a way to get that out to you guys so you guys can actually download it, install it in your printers, and see, and see if there's much modification you would need to do. Because we know that each printer is different. So the Ender 3 might like one setting where the CR10 may not like those settings at all. So, but I do need to get the CR10 up and running. That's my main goal. And if I have to go to a different place, well, I guess I could ask people at Quartz, see if they can print that out for me, that one piece. Because I think they got a printer dedicated to PLA. Not to PLA. Dedicated to PETG. If they have that printer tuned just to print PETG only, that would help a lot. And I'm actually looking at moving over to just print in PTEG. Because, yeah, sure, PLA has its own world. I agree. There's a lot more PLA. PLA is cheaper. It prints easier. It's simple. But maybe it's time to start moving away to PETG. The only thing I have, and here's the problem with TPEG or PET or PETG, whichever one you want to call it, is the fact there's no way that we can stamp our plastics. So it says, this was made with PTEG. There's no way to stamp it. So if I want to recycle it, I can't just put it in my blue bin and they'll take it. Blue bin being a recycling service we have out here. Because they don't know what plastic it is. So they have no idea which plastic they would throw it into. And having ability to put a stamp in our plastics when we're printing would be so much more helpful for the recycling teams, because then they can just go, okay, that guy just printed with PET with TPEG, throw in TPEG to file. That's what we need our plastics to become. Now, I have no problem printing in PLA and just tossing it in the garbage, because the stuff it does break down, but it takes, I think they said, what is it, 100 years or something like that? But since this is mostly biodegradable, what I like to see companies do and say, okay, fine, it's biodegradable. Let us throw this into our green bins. Because I know the green bins out here, they just throw them into an incinerator. It incinerates it all, turning it back into whatever organics. Well, this is organic. I should be able to throw this in there, but they would consider that not organic. But they put it into an incinerator anyways. This will break down to its main components, which is plant-based. But once again, we don't have services like that we can just take our plastics in and say, hey, here's our PLA plastics. What are we going to do with those? Burn them, break them down, throw them away. Oh, we don't do that. Why don't you? And I think if we go to our cities and start pushing this a little bit more, come on, guys. Do we really want to be littering the ocean with plastics? There got to be better ways of breaking this stuff down that we can say, hey, this is made out of PLA. I want to get rid of it. How do I dispose of this? My answer I got from my garbage guy was, well, throw it all in the garbage. We don't care. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I know it will break down. I get that, but I like to see a better system brought out. I mean, I watched an episode about plastic in the ocean. And the amount of plastics that's in the ocean right now is astonishing. And that takes millions of years for it to break down. I think this is like 25 years it breaks down. I think was the thing I was reading, but it has to be a certain temperature in the ground before it would start breaking down. Yeah. It's just something I would like you guys to think about, you know. Also, if you guys haven't watched our latest video that we put out, the Flash Hog, which is this little guy right here, check it out. Let me know what you guys thought. You know, I read all your comments. I always, you know, if I like the comment, I'll give it a heart. If I don't like the comment, at least I will reply back. That video that I did on the Ender 3, I'm still getting a lot of feedback from that one. That video has been blowing up again. I don't know what's happened, but it's blown up. Because last time I looked at it, I had 240, and now it's 290. So there's been a big insurance again, and I got 2 spammy comments. One saying, hey, you should check out my channel. I'll have better reviews. Deleted immediately. Then another guy went on there and said, what was it? Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Delete that comment. I had to delete some comments. And there's some comments that I just went, yeah, I don't care what you have to say here, buddy, but you're not making sense. There was a couple rude ones in there. One racist one, which was really nasty. So, yeah, I'm still keeping an eye on the chats, but on these messages coming in. But if you guys see anything, let me know. Pass it on. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I'm going to contact that other person I need to contact. And I'm hoping that I can get an interview with this person. And she might be the first interview because I'm still a little bit comfortable talking to this person. I don't know why. But I think I can, you know, talk with him or her. Yeah, I'm saying person, so it can be either or. And I'm hoping to make that one of the podcasts. I know I talked to Chris Riley. Chris Riley was interested. So I'll get an interview with him soon out there. Country, I know he wants to do his stuff live. I don't know how to do that. Shroom, I'm going to try to contact him. Maybe we can do an interview with him and get that out for you guys. Or either we know him, Skewed Viewed 3D. And we can talk about, his designs and everything else, because I'd like to know a little bit more about the guy. Honestly, he's a cool dude. Is there anyone else that you can think of that you would like to see interviewed? Just saying, put it in comments. Let me know. But with that being said, since you guys aren't, it's like 8 people and no one seems to be talking. Anybody got anything else that they want to throw out there? Well, I'll leave it open for a few seconds while I read. I get red light saying what's going on. Hey, red light, you missed all the fun I just had. I'm just asking, is there anybody that you guys can think of you'd like to see me interview? And why I've kind of stopped the 50 prints and what's going on. Okay. The holdup is that I only have one printer working right now. And the prints that I want to do, I have to go to the other print. I want the CR10 up and running so I can do those prints because they are such a big height. Also, who just won the game? Since you said you're watching the game, Red Light, I'll ask you. Let me guess, Patriots? Last I looked at the Patriots game, they were winning. Yeah. Yeah, no, not a game I was interested in. Yeah, that's what I saw with 2 minutes on the clock. I went, yeah, there's no way the Rams are going to make a comeback. No way in heck. $13 top B? 3? Eh? Oh. I noticed everybody's with a wrench tonight. I got all my wrenchers out here today. From the beginning. John Matt. Oh, no. 30 Deluxe was the only one that didn't have a wrench. That's okay. I always like having my wrenches out here, guys. I like throwing you all wrenches at you. Just because it helps moderate the channel a little bit better when I got my mods out here taking care of, jackasses that will come on the channel. But, yeah. I'm going to do another open chat. I think probably I want to do it Wednesday, but I got an event happening Wednesday, so I won't be able to do it then. But would you guys like me to open up the channel again and just, having us sit around and just chat? Let me know in comments. Well, guys, like I said, it's on hold because I only got one printer up and I need the other printer so I can do some of the prints because they're so high builds and they won't fit the Ender 3. Ender 3 is just that short. Just that short of one of the prints I wanted to do. So. And it's an 8-hour print. So, I'd like to have the other printer up and running for that one. But. Well, let's hope we can get the CR10 up. That's going to be my next mission. Once that CR10's up. Also, I have a print right here I have to do the video for. And that will be the last video up for a little while. So I do apologize, guys. It's just been an insane month. I want to thank you all of you. Every single one that has subscribed to this channel. I want to thank you guys so much for helping me make this channel as great as it's been. Would I like to be bigger? Yeah, I would. But I know the situations that I have. Oh, I broke a piece off the CR10. After I printed it, I broke it. So yeah, I'll rewatch the video. You'll hear more about it. But like I was saying, I want to thank you guys all. You guys have been great. Love to make this channel bigger, but unfortunately, there is no way to make this channel bigger without, putting out multiple videos and multiple stuff. But, if you guys know people that are interested in 3D printing, bring them on in. Guys, we got the Facebook, so be happy to post on the Facebook channel. I watch that channel. I watch it for spammy. But if you guys want to show off your prints, go ahead. If you guys want to show off your prints that you've done of, say, a print I've talked about in the show, go right ahead. I want to see these things, guys. Be more vocal on the Facebook page, which are in the descriptions. If you click on that little arrow thing, I think it's somewhere around right there. I think it's where that arrow is. Yeah, click that. It'll bring up the list, and then you can actually click on it, and then it'll bring it down a list. And if you scroll down, you'll see our Facebook signage. Yep, and you'll be able to join us there. Anyways, guys, thank you once again. And you know what? Have fun printing. That's all I can say, really. There isn't much more I can talk about. But yeah, guys, I want to hear your comments. I want to see what you guys are printing. Anyways, guys, take care and, be safe and all that. And yeah, that's about it.